Hello all, today's our topic of discussion is Diphyllobothrium latum. Um, Diphyllobothrium latum is fish tapeworm. Today we will discuss the life cycle, pathogenesis, diagnosis and treatment, and also prevention. So coming to the classification, it belongs to phylum Platyhelminthes and class Cestode, and the order is Pseudophilidae, and common name is fish tapeworm. And in this image you can see the Diphyllobothrium latum. This is the largest intestinal cestode of humans. You can see how much large is this. So coming to the morphology, it has adult worm, eggs and larvae, and it is the largest intestinal cestode of humans, the adult worm. And its length is 2 to 10 meters and may reach 15 meter, and it has colex with 2 bothria and that has sucking grooves. In this image you can see colex with 2 bothria, and it has proglottis broader than long. The breadth of the proglottis is more than that of the length, and has central rosette shaped uterus. Coming to the egg is oval yellow brown, and it is operculated, small knob at the opposite end, and it is unembryonated when passed in stool. I will show you the image of egg later in this lecture. So most important is egg is oval and operculated, and it is unembryonated when passed in stool. Then morphology of larvae. Larvae has mainly 3 stages. First is coracidium, then procercoid, then plerocercoid stage. So the habitat of Diphyllobothrium latum is the human small intestine. It lives in the ileum of humans. So coming to the life cycle, first the definitive, it has 3 hosts. Definitive host is human, and it has 2 intermediate hosts. First intermediate host is cyclops, and second intermediate host is freshwater fish, and infective stage is plerocercoid larvae. So I told you that habit of adult worm is human small intestine, and these adult worms lays their eggs, and these eggs are passed in the feces and reaches the freshwater, and the from the eggs the first form of larvae, that is coracidium form of larvae, is released into the water, and this coracidium is taken up by cyclops, and in the cyclops procercoid is developed from the coracidium, and these cyclops are then eaten by fish, and in the fish the procercoid develops into plerocercoid. And I told you that plerocercoid is the infective form, and when the humans ingest this undercooked or raw fish, this plerocercoid form reaches the human, and then it develops into adult worm in the intestine. So this is the life cycle. So it has 3 hosts. Definitive host is human. First intermediate host is cyclops, in which procercoid form is seen, and second intermediate form is fish, in which plerocercoid form is seen. Then this is the life cycle. Humans get infection by ingestion of undercooked fish containing L3 plerocercoid larva, and in humans it develops into adult worm. This adult worm, after fertilization, release eggs in the feces, which is the diagnostic form, and I told you that eggs are operculated, and these eggs develops into coracidium larvae, which infects cyclops. In the cyclops, procercoid larvae develops, and these cyclops are infects the fish, and this in the fish plerocercoid larvae is developed, which is then ingested by humans. So the pathogenesis is that it causes mechanical irritation of small intestine and causes nutrient competition. It causes mainly vitamin B12 it affects mainly with the vitamin B12 absorption and causes the megaloblastic anemia. So, and the clinical features include most of the people are asymptomatic, and in some people they get abdominal discomfort, diarrhea, and passage of the segments of the segments or proglottids of the adult worm, and then symptoms of megaloblastic anemia are seen. Then the laboratory diagnosis include stool examination. I told you that operculated eggs are passed in the stools, and also sometimes broad proglottids means their width of the proglottids is more than that of the length. They are also sometimes passed in the stool. So stool examination is the main laboratory diagnosis, and peripheral smear also shows findings of megaloblastic anemia. So you can see the operculated eggs in this diagram, and the red arrow shows the operculum, and there is a posterior knob opposed to that of that operculum that is shown by black arrow, and we can see gravid proglottids, and these are broader than longer, and in those proglottids you can see rosette shaped ovaries. So now you have understood the morphology and of the egg and also the proglottids. I will again come to the morphology. So uh, the eggs are operculated, and there's a small knob at the opposite end, and these are things you have to remember in eggs. They are operculated and small knob at the opposite end. They are passed in the stools and used for diagnosis. And adult worms are largest intestinal cystode. They have scolex with two bothria, and the proglottids is broader than long and has central rosette shaped ovaries or uterus. Then coming to the treatment, the drug of choice is praziquantel, and as alternative we can use niclosamide. Then vitamin B12 supplementation is in conditions of megaloblastic anemia. We can give vitamin B12 supplementation. So drug of choice is praziquantel, and alternative is niclosamide, and vitamin B12 supplementation can also be given. Then prevention is to avoid raw or undercooked fish. Proper cooking of fish is needed, and improve the sanitation conditions, and also we can control the contamination of water. So thank you, that's all.